Welcome to Creating Basic Sentence Structure, presented by the Regent University Writing Lab. Sentences consist of two key elements, a subject and a verb. As long as you have those two items, you can have a complete sentence. Ideally, your subject will be the main character of your sentence, the person doing the action, as explained by Joseph Williams. You could also use a place or concept as your subject. Either way, every sentence will contain at least one subject and one verb. Remember John 11:35, Jesus wept. As you write, choose your subject and verb purposefully. Three main types of verb exist: active, passive, and linking verbs. An active verb expresses the subject's action and often acts upon an object. You would write actively by placing the subject first, then the active verb, and lastly the object. For instance, the art gallery employee ruined the priceless painting would be active voice. In contrast, a passive verb acts upon this subject. In a passive sentence, you would place the object first, then the passive verb, and finally the subject. For instance, the priceless painting was ruined by the art gallery employee would be passive voice. You can recognize passive voice because it consists of a past participle or verb paired with a to be verb. These include am, is, are, was, were, be, being, and been. Lastly, linking verbs connect the subject with either a noun or adjective. These give further detail about the sentence's subject. For instance, the painting was a magnificent work of art. Now that you understand basic sentence structure, let's look at three common patterns that will help you create sentences successfully. First, review your sentences and verify you have a subject and verb. Without both pieces, your sentence would be a sentence fragment, a phrase or idea instead of a whole thought. If your sentence is currently a fragment, identify which piece you missed and add it back in. In contrast, you'll also want to make sure that your sentence doesn't run on. A run-on sentence occurs when one sentence follows another without being separated by any punctuation. If you have a run-on sentence, you can correct it in multiple ways. You can either divide the two independent clauses with final punctuation, such as a period or question mark, with a semicolon, or with a coordinating conjunction and a comma. Lastly, you want to make sure that your sentence matches itself in tense, person, and number, singular versus plural. Tense. Just yesterday, I prayed to the Lord with a joyful heart. Since this event occurred yesterday, you would need a past tense verb like prayed. Person. I am going to the store and you will buy groceries. Since the context indicates that I am the one going to the store, it is incorrect to shift from first person to second person voice. Instead, stay in first by saying, I am going to the store to buy groceries. Number. The swarm of bees pollinate the flower would not match itself. The singular subject swarm would need a corresponding verb. In this case, you would add an s to say pollinates. Alternatively, in some instances, you can change the subject to match the verb instead. For more information on grammar and punctuations, see our numerous handouts at www.regent.edu/writing. Thank you for watching and making the most of your Regent experience.